In this tale, we delve into the narrative of one of humanity's most feared beings, a mother bear. Yet, as the plot unfolds, you might find surprises waiting for you. This isn't just about the raw power of nature. It's about transcending inherent instincts and apprehensions to seek help from the unlikeliest of sources. Let me preface by emphasizing that this is a crafted tale. While fictional in its episodes, its central theme and message resonate deeply, offering insights for our everyday encounters. In the contemporary world, genuine comprehension of our peers is elusive. The pillars of patience, active listening, and benevolence have, unfortunately, eroded for many. A significant number navigate life with a me-first lens, sidelining those who, with a little assistance, could reclaim their path. Furthermore, benevolence, a virtue with immense power to uplift, is often misconstrued as vulnerability, leaving one exposed to dominance by those mightier or more aggressive. Given this challenge in understanding fellow humans, relating to creatures of a different species may seem far-fetched. Yet, the narrative I'm about to share illuminates how patience, compassion, and empathy can transform lives. This story unfolds roughly a decade and a half ago. In the serene region of Karelia, an elderly gentleman who had devoted his life to forestry resided in a quaint village. He shared his home with his grown daughter, her spouse, and their young child. One day, as he often liked to do, the old man wandered into the local forest in order to get some fresh air. He liked to visit the woods as he loved the natural beauty that they possessed, as well as all the fresh food they had to offer for anyone who looked for it. On this particular day, the old man had gone in search of some blueberries so that he could treat his grandson, as he loved to eat fresh berries, and what could be fresher than fruit right from the forest? The old forester knew the area like the back of his hand, so he decided to venture further into the woods so that he could find the really big berries to surprise his grandson. Having found the place that he was looking for, the man wasted no time in squatting down and started to pick the fruit that he found, putting it into the basket that he had brought with him. As picking the berries was quite a relaxing and therapeutic activity, the forester quickly lost track of his surroundings. He soon realized that he had come to a massive and deep hole, but he had no clue how he had managed to get there. Suddenly, he heard a furious growl, one that he knew meant danger. The growl had come from a huge bear. It seemed that the animal had sensed that the man was trespassing on its territory, and was making it very clear that he was definitely not welcome there. Luckily, the old forester knew that bears like to roam these forests, and so he didn't come unprepared. He quickly picked up his gun, which he had brought with him in case of a situation like the exact one he had found himself in. He fired off a shot into the air, hoping to scare the huge beast away. The animal ran to the side of the hole, scared of the noise but seemingly in no hurry to leave the area. It seemed as if there was something that the bear wanted, and it would stay around until it had it, even if it meant getting shot at. The forester scanned the surrounding forest and quickly came to realize why the bear wasn't running away. On the floor, not too far from where he was standing, lay a little bear cub. Upon closer inspection, the old man noticed that the cub had gotten caught in a trap and couldn't get out again. The mama bear was simply guarding her baby, not knowing any other way that she could possibly help it. The man knew that if he did not help the baby animal, it would die in the trap, as it would not be able to eat, drink, or protect itself from other predators. Seeing no other option, the forester decided that he would risk his life to save the baby bears. Why was this such a risk for the man? Well, if the mother bear believed that he was trying to hurt her baby in any way, she would attack and possibly kill the old man. Knowing the risks, the forester carefully approached the cub and took out his penknife. He swiftly got to work on opening the trap. After a few tense-filled minutes, it sprung open and the cub broke free. Not wanting to push his luck any further, the man left the area in a hurry and made his way back towards his home. The entire way back through the woods, the man felt as if he was being followed. Knowing that the most likely culprit was the bear, he picked up his pace and finally broke through the tree line and into the safety of the open field. Once he felt like he was a safe enough distance away from the woods, he turned around only to see the adult bear standing behind the trees. She gave the forester a look as if she wanted to say thank you for helping her cub, but she didn't know how to. The man did not understand and simply left the forest to go back home. About a year later, the old forester was sitting at home, waiting for his daughter and son-in-law. They had been to the city to buy a new baby crib, as they were expecting another child, but the young couple were late, which made the old man worry. Suddenly, one of the man's neighbors ran into his house and started shouting that something terrible had happened. A bear was walking around the village covered in blood and carrying something in its teeth. The forester quickly grabbed his gun and followed his neighbor into the street. They met up with a few of the other men from the village and began firing their guns into the air in hopes that they would scare the bear back into the forest. But it didn't work. After noticing the forester amongst the group, the huge beast lowered its head, put some sort of red bundle on the ground, and walked away to hide behind the trees. The forester realized that it was the same bear from a year ago. He walked closer to the object that the animal had dropped and was shocked at what he saw lying on the ground, wrapped in a torn bit of his daughter's dress. A newborn baby. Terrified at what might have happened to his daughter, the old man scooped the baby up into his arms and began to follow the bear into the woods. As if knowing what the man wanted, the animal started leading him through the forest. They soon came upon an old, rickety, and rotten bridge that no one had used for many years. What was surprising, though, was that someone had clearly tried to use it recently, but their weight had been too much, and the rotten boards had broken. The forester looked under the bridge and saw his daughter and son-in-law lying on the rocks beneath. He scrambled down to them as fast as he could. When he reached the couple, he noticed that his daughter was still alive, but sadly, her husband had not survived the fall. A call was made to the rescue team, promptly transporting the woman to the nearest medical facility. Once she regained stability and strength to communicate, she recounted her tale. She had nostalgically convinced her husband to visit a cherished location from her younger days. To reach it, they had ventured across a derelict bridge. The trauma from the fall had triggered her early labor. Amidst the turmoil, she believed she spotted a bear, but her memory became hazy as she soon slipped into unconsciousness. Upon hearing her story, the forester pieced the events together. The very creature whose offspring he had once aided had now returned the favor by rescuing his grandson in the nick of time. Had it not been for the bear's timely intervention, the forester might have lost his dearest loved ones. It also dawned on him why the animal had spared him the year earlier. It was a silent gesture of gratitude for rescuing her cub, a sentiment he had missed back then. But now the message rang clear. This tale underscores the importance of attentive listening, of seeking deeper understanding, be it with fellow humans or with animals. A touch more patience can open doors to heartfelt communications. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more enthralling stories. Until next time, take care, friends.